most cruel sights you have ever seen cannot match the shock of this motion picture experience.
Scalpel slashing, arm twisting, axe hacking motorcycle maniacs.
From the depths of this unholy tomb,
terror.
Hide if you can.
Together, the pair everyone is talking about.
Welcome to Terrible Delights.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott is drinking Guinness out of a Starbucks bottle for some reason as we begin the next episode of Terrible Delights.
My goodness, my Guinness.
So it was my pick this week. Actually, I think a couple episodes ago we talked about we wondered aloud how many podcast episodes we've recorded together over the different things we've done, and I have a rough estimate.
Oh,
based on all the shows.
Wow. So can I guess?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Take a guess.
Take a guess.
All right. This includes like everything. Violent buffet.
I almost forgot.
Not violent buffet. Yeah,
I included that. I almost forgot to add this show.
340.
Close. I got 331.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. This is the Price is Right.
I was kind of overestimating. Then I was like, oh, I'll probably come in under because I'll probably be totally wrong. But that's nice.
That does include a few guest spots, but those count on some shows.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Wow, that's a lot.
It is. But
it's a lot of time. It's a lot of life wasted right there.
A lot of laughs.
Yes, a lot of laughs.
But so yeah, anyone who's listening who's like waiting on pins and needles, now you know.
Yeah. Go find it. It's all out there somewhere.
It is.
Yeah.
They're linked on the website.
Shh, don't make it easy.
All right. So anyways, it was my pick this week, and I chose the 1980 is animal exploitation category.
Yeah, probably.
Gator exploitation. I chose Alligator.
It's just a horror, I think.
Yeah. Alligator. Insert trailer here.
It lives 50 feet beneath the streets. It's 36 feet long. It weighs over 2,000 pounds. And it's about to break out.
you're looking at the one who saw it. And it was big.
You said it was dark. Now, perhaps you were mistaken. An alligator half that size would starve in a week.
Once it escaped, there was no way to stop it. It could be anywhere, ready to attack at any moment.
I've seen what this animal can do. You'd better take all the help you can get.
At first, no one believed it. Now, no one will forget it. Alligator.
And we're back from the trailer.
Would this be the Louis Teague version of Alligator?
That's right.
Director of Cujo and Jewel of the Nile.
Wow, Jewel of the Nile? I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, he went places.
Yeah.
Imagine if Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner were the leads in this.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be pretty. Yeah, it'd be fun.
I would have liked it even more.
But Douglas had the same receding hairline as Robert Forster.
That would have been awesome. Yeah. I like that he has a receding hairline, and they talk about it several times.
I read that he was kind of improvising that, and they liked it and included it in the script.
I liked it.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
They kept going back, and it wasn't even getting old. Because every time he would look like he would acknowledge and just be like, "Oh, yep, you got me."
Listen, if someone losing his hair, I appreciate it.
Yeah. No, it made it more. It was weird. It was like, I don't think it was meant to be very funny, but there were some scenes that were kind of funny.
I think some of it was comic relief.
Yeah,
the movie seemed kind of self-aware, like it knew. Yeah. Knew it was kind of like a Jaws kind of movie.
Yeah.
So how do we do that, right? So
yeah,
I think the only way to do that is with some humor. But honestly, it made it a much better movie than it could have been.
Oh yeah. No, I went in, I think, with like middle of the road expectations, but I
Very
came out
low.
I
Very
came
low
out
for
with a
me.
smile on my face.
I liked it quite a bit.
Yeah.
We'll go through it and talk
Well,
about
yeah,
why we
let's-
liked it, but I
we're gonna
liked
rate
it quite a bit.
We're gonna rate it first.
Yeah,
Switch things up.
let's go backwards.
All right. But I have the IMDb summary I will read now.
Is it right?
It's pretty accurate.
Okay.
You tell me. A pet baby alligator is flushed down a toilet and survives in the city sewers. 12 years later, it grows to an enormous size thanks to a diet of discarded laboratory dogs injected with growth hormones. Now, humans have entered the menu.
Yeah, it's fair.
That's very accurate.
I guess 12 years though, and it
12 years, yeah.
It's been eating these mutant dogs for not that long, I wouldn't think.
Well, who knows?
No.
What else was it eating?
I like too that it's supposed to be her alligator, but it's not really mentioned.
It's not like she was. Yeah, there was a cutscene where she's like Ramon, and it winks at her.
It's just kind of funny, like
yeah, that's a scene. She's gonna get eaten, and Ramon spares her because he recognizes.
Like something. I was kind of surprised there wasn't something.
They figured they should have had something like, "How'd this get here? Oh my god, it's mine!"
Yeah, like nothing.
Yeah, the missed opportunity.
Kind of.
Like if it had been wearing a collar, and it somehow stayed on.
Yeah.
For a brief moment, when they find the alligator's like resting area, and you see a collar. I'm like, is this the collar that's going to identify, and she's going to realize it's hers?
Yeah.
But it was just a dead dog, so I was like,
oh.
Damn it, another a lot of dead dogs in this movie.
So this is we're talking about Marissa.
Marissa, yes.
Yes.
I don't have the type of her professional title. Starts with a P.
Herpetologist.
Yeah, see, starts with a P.
There's a P in it. Herpetologist. There you go. It's a herpetologist with a silent P. How's that?
Okay. Wouldn't it be herpetologist then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like how this starts off with the alligator wrestling.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's probably still a thing today in some parts of Florida.
I'm gonna guess they don't even need a crowd.
Yeah, and this was supposed to be 1968.
Yeah.
I was bothered by the fact that this guy's just walking in water with his jeans and his Adidas sneakers.
That's pretty bad.
Immediately put off by that.
He slips and oof.
Yeah, he slips and
gets mauled.
He gets mauled. He survives though. Good
he
for
does.
him.
I like the announcer's like, hey, Slim. I don't know. He'll be fine, folks.
Oh yeah. He'll be back next week.
Yeah.
Just a little bit lighter.
But she gets her pet alligator.
It was I found the whole thing strange. Like, yeah, she gets her alligator. Parents seem fine with that. And then we cut to
the mother does it. The mother's actually like, I don't like it.
But it's weird. So they go back to Missouri, but this is supposed to. It says it's supposed to take place in Chicago, but there was
Missouri stuff everywhere.
Yeah, and it's clearly Los Angeles.
Oh yeah, it's filmed in LA.
I guess there's visible palm trees here and there. So, but yeah, it was a weird mix of.
There's Missouri plates, and there's a "Welcome to Missouri" sign at one point. So,
well, that's when they're driving back from their trip when she's still a kid. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she she seems to have this for like roughly one day. She says goodnight to it.
Yeah.
That's the next day. The dad just bursts in. Why does he burst in angry and flush down the toilet? What is the catalyst?
I couldn't quite figure it out.
I was very confused
to know. I don't know. She's not even there.
She's at a science fair.
Yeah, but he's bullshit.
Why?
I don't know.
It makes no sense. They could have just done something like it bit his finger and he's like, that does it. And he flushes it,
Something, right?
All it takes.
Well, the alligator's like winking at his wife or something.
Because he agrees to her having this pet.
Yeah,
bipolar. Maybe just maybe he yelled, "I'm bipolar."
Maybe.
Yeah. So yeah, it gets flushed, and then it's down the sewer.
I like the toilet cam at this point.
Oh. It reminded me of.
You like toilet can?
Is that it? Kind of reminded me. I think of like the opening to Happy Days. Is there like in the middle of like the jukebox? Does it kind of do that kind of spinny thing? It freeze frame spins.
it's a urinal spinning around.
Yeah.
Yes, the record spins.
The last season of Happy Days.
Yeah.
I
like there was a camera like in the water and you see the alligator.
Oh yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah. That's what I meant.
I know, but I'm thinking about the cheap effect of freezing frame and then just having the whole screen spin. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Cheap and out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it ends up in the sewer and it's down there. And then we
12 years later.
12 years later. Yeah. We get a detective,
which would make her like what? She was like a little kid. I thought she was about 8.
Well, I think I've read she was a teenager, but early 20s, I guess.
I mean, she's already like accomplished. Like she has books and
she teaches other people. But
yeah,
I don't know.
I ain't buying it.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't put too much forward thought, I don't think, into the whole thing.
This is Robin Riker, by the way, plays her. She's pretty good though, I thought.
I think this is her first major role.
Was it? Yeah.
As you, if you have her up, what's her age in the movie to try to determine if it's anywhere close to how old her character would
she's
be?
Born in 52, so she'd be like 28.
Okay, that's yeah. No, she wasn't 16 when she got that alligator.
No,
but
certainly not.
Yeah, so they start pretty much they body parts are found right in the sewer.
Yeah.
We have it's Detective Madison, the homicide detective, who throughout the movie, this could just be me, he appears to never be clean. He looks unbathed, sweaty, like his clothes probably.
It's the hot LA sun in Missouri.
Yes, so. But did you get that vibe from him?
Yes.
I think Robert Forrest was like, "I'm not going to shower. I'm going method."
Well, they're going to end up in the sewer at some point, anyways.
Yeah. Can I say that
everyone stop going to the sewer? You won't get eaten. Problem solved.
Yeah, and just guard the entrances and exits to the sewers.
Yeah.
Don't go running down there by yourself.
No.
Well, they don't know at first, though.
I mean, yes.
Yeah. I sorry, I'm gonna have to go back to his hair. I was kind of distracted by his.
Hair?
It was a strange receding hairline because he had like bangs, and then just behind it there was like a patch of like dead grass in the summer, and then it went back to normal again.
Alrighty.
But what's good for him is that it didn't go away. Like you look at his Wikipedia page, it's still the same. So he kept what he had.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm happy for him for that reason. I also liked his very small roles that he played on Breaking Bad. I don't know if you ever watched. Do you watch Breaking Bad?
I've seen it.
Oh, yeah, he has a good. It's like a, small but important role here and there. So
okay,
but that's beside the point. So yeah, they think they have some killer at first because they've found, body parts in the sewers and they can't figure out what it is, and also they find a dead dog.
Yeah.
Because he buys a new dog because someone stole his other one. He doesn't seem too torn up about his old dog being stolen from him when he went to his store. He's like, "Oh, let's get another one."
It's a right attitude to have.
Disposable, and then we had
like I was almost done with that dog, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have the pet store owner is Sidney Lassick from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah. As soon as I saw him, I was like, "Hey, it's that guy."
Yeah,
he's also in. If I recall, isn't he in? But he's in Barney Miller. He was in like at least a couple episodes of Barney Miller.
Oh, I could see that. I could for some reason also see him. Say if at this time, like the early '80s, late '70s, if they had done like a Three Stooges kind of biopic, but they needed a Curly Joe.
Oh yeah.
I could picture him like doing like the weird limp-fisted, "Ooh, cut it out."
I can
kind
see
of thing.
that. Yeah.
So yeah, he is selling. It's funny because he seems like a decent fellow, but he's bringing all of his animals to this lab.
He's driving around finding strays
or not even strays, the runaways.
Yeah.
They have collars.
Yeah, just throwing them in his truck and then bringing them on down.
Yeah,
To
it's
this
a
asshole.
oh my
this
god,
fucking guy.
did I have his name? Was it Helms? I think possibly. I have it here somewhere.
Who the guy who's doing the experiments?
Yeah, he wasn't listed in the Wikipedia cast. He's not an IMDb.
I don't know.
You know what? He was such a prick. We don't even want to mention his name.
He was. He was a jerk.
I mean, he played his part right. But it was a weird exchange too. It's just like, I need more puppies. And he's like, puppies, puppies, and they say together, puppies.
yeah.
Very weird.
It's like right. That's where it's like kind of comedy. Like,
yeah, and he also makes the pet store owner like take the deceased ones that he doesn't need to dispose of them.
Yeah, it seems like a bad deal. Whatever's going on here, you're not making enough money.
He's probably getting paid shit money too, but now he's in too deep.
Like $1 a puppy,
probably. So he takes him to the Missouri sewers.
Yeah,
like the big city sewers of Missouri.
Yeah.
I suppose St. Louis could have that maybe. Yeah. But I found it strange, not that he brought them down in a shopping cart, and not that he was throwing them, that he was taking them out of the trash bags, just dump them, leave the shopping cart with the corpses, right. Touching dog corpses with their bare hands and making sure they're going into the water.
I thought the same thing, because one falls, he's just dumping them over like the edge, and one falls and doesn't go all the way in. Okay,
and he's like, "Damn it!"
Like, who cares?
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It was very weird. I mean, it led to him getting killed. So that
this is our first glimpse of Ramon the alligator as a grown up, where you just see his eye.
Yeah,
close up. It's nice. I like they did a lot of eye work.
Well, I think they had to. I think this they in the Jaws sense too. The giant mechanical one did not work very well.
Yeah.
So they had to work. Yeah, they had to work around that. No, but I think they, for what they had, I think for the budget, they did a good job of representing a giant alligator.
They even do kind of a Jawsy theme like that.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
A little synthy and an extra note in there.
Yeah.
And you get the little POV shots. Yeah. So he gets eaten. And then again, for some reason, there's 8,000 cops at this other sewer place. They find his leg and they find his shirt. When they
kind of gory in parts, by the way.
It is.
Although this alligator, all it seems to be doing is eating people's legs, like from the knee down. That's it.
Like those legs,
perfectly clean cut.
Yeah. No wings for this guy.
Right.
It's drumsticks only.
A lot of legs.
So they, I forget if they even determined if it's the actual pet store owner, because like I know the medical examiner. Again, this is like in Night Beast. They actually in real life wear their white lab coats everywhere they go.
That's how you know who they are.
I guess so. It gives them an air of importance because he's doing that, and he's like, we found kitty litter in his shoe, so that's how they figure out it's the pet shop owner, and they see the shirt.
Right.
And I know he's snooping around the lab place, and he suspects something, and then so it's the son-in-law, the prick chemist. He goes to Slade, who's the owner, the entrepreneur.
Yeah,
super old. He's also kind of jerky too. I'm gonna have some thoughts about his weirdness later.
Which one?
Like the old guy who owns the company that's doing the lab
Slade.
Slade, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got his control of the city, and they're not going to dig too deep on this one because of his power.
Pervy old man on top of it.
Yes. And
so, but everyone thinks there's like a murderer.
Yeah, because they do a press conference, and Madison has to head that up because he's a homicide detective.
Can we just talk about how perfect the casting was for the police chief?
Oh well, I want to talk about him. When you texted me, saying you guess I would have some thoughts.
Not just his eyebrows, which are
the whole package.
Works of art, but it's Madison.
Oh my god, yeah.
He's like the perfect cop.
So my the exact way I wrote this down in my notes for his name is Michael Gazzo, which is great.
Michael Gazzo, yeah, he's tons of stuff. Dude's been in a ton of stuff.
Did he win an Academy Award for a Best Supporting Role on Godfather 2, I believe?
Yep.
So this is what I put for him. Chief Clark is either someone much younger in a bald cap and extensive makeup, purposely talking weird, or a living Muppet.
Like living Muppet is better.
I remember the balding blue Muppet from Sesame Street that Grover's always messing with?
Yeah.
That's like if he was blue, that would be the real life version of that.
If you want to know age wise, he's 5 years older than me in this movie.
57?
57.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would have guessed 60s.
Oh, easily.
It wasn't just the eyebrows, the hair. Like he's had some product in his what he had for hair, and it was always like looks like he'd been like a windstorm all day. And the mustache looked very sharp, and his mouth didn't really move. He didn't like emote. His face was like very Botox, like very stiff.
He had 3 kids, by the way. One of them's name's Peppy.
Peppy, that sounds about right.
Peppy Gazzo.
Peppy, get over here. Sit in your pop's lap.
He trained Henry Silva for acting.
Yeah, he was like he wrote plays and stuff. Yeah. Just kind of a strange man though.
Yeah, but he's fucking great in this, right?
Oh yeah, no, he made the perfect police chief, the befuddled.
Yeah, it's just like I hate to do this to you, McGonagall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My hands are tied. That kind
of right. If you weren't such a wild card.
Like he could have had like a spin-off TV show where like it was based around him and the antics in his precinct.
I would absolutely watch him in any TV show if he was the police chief because he's
always Chief Clark, no matter what.
He's the perfect exasperated police chief.
It would have been awesome if like he came back on like one of the Law and Order shows as Chief Clark, like as like a witness stand.
Even awesome.
You wouldn't believe the alligator I seen once.
Yeah, exactly. Just like a
so I'm not here for that. But Madison blew it up.
Would have been awesome.
So yeah. Okay, we get our Chief Clark energy out.
Yeah. So
the press conference. They have to talk about what's going on. A lot of no comment because Madison doesn't like the press. There's especially this one gentleman who just needles him constantly.
Yeah.
His name. Did I put his name? Thomas Kemp.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's asking about his shady past. He used to be a cop in St. Louis, and his partner got killed, and supposedly he didn't do anything about it. He doesn't want to talk about that.
Right.
So that's a little semi-minor subplot. He knows history.
I mean, it doesn't go too far. But
it's character development.
Yeah.
But it's like he's the bad luck partner. No one wants to like work with him now because he wants to go inspect the sewers, and all the cops are like, I got stuff to do. One guy has a paper airplane. He's got to do paperwork.
Yeah.
But then Officer Kelly's like, I'll go with you. Let me just put an entire bag of chewing tobacco in my mouth and not know how to spit it out properly.
Yeah, I'm gonna rub my body in bacon grease.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Oh, before they do that, they had the pointless scene with, not I guess totally pointless, but the scene with the crazy guy with the quote unquote bomb.
Yeah, I mean, it comes back later, but I got from this scene that it wasn't really a bomb.
I think
a radio.
He somehow turns it into a bomb by taping dynamite to it, but I don't know how that works.
Yeah, I don't know because
I'm sure he doesn't know either.
It comes back at the end of the movie, but I think they forgot that they ruled it as not a working bomb.
Yeah, it's a radio.
It's a radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a weird scene. And like it's strange. He comes in, a huge bulge under his shirt, something taped to his face. And they're like, yeah. Oh, you killed someone? Yeah, go walk by yourself down to this guy's desk.
Yeah.
It was a weird scene.
If you're gonna have a bomb, strap it to the outside so we can see it.
Yeah, please.
Thank you very much.
Did you see the sign on the way in?
Right. Exactly.
But then they go inspect the sewer. They're walking around for a bit. I guess at one point, I think it's later on, but he's looking when Madison's looking at a map. That's like a map of actual Los Angeles too, which confuses things further if you're paying that close of attention.
Yeah.
They're down there, and it's just kind of like, Not much. Would you like? I don't. They're walking around. They're wearing boots, but then like they have to like get over things. So just like putting their hand, like touching the water for balance. Like would you do that?
No.
No.
They're not being very careful at all.
No.
No.
I'm surprised they weren't eating like just sandwiches with their bare hands.
Right, just barefoot.
Yeah, like Officer Kelly's just like dipping his comb in there and styling his hair with the sewer water.
Yeah.
He just keeps it well.
That's why Madison's filthy all the time. He's just like taking a slight bath with it.
Like when no one's looking, he splashes his pits.
Yeah.
This will do.
Yeah.
Anchor time. So eventually, though, they do come across the alligator, who seems impervious to bullets because the Officer Kelly he shoots at him a bunch.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was either like the hide so thick it didn't matter, or they were just very bad shots.
I have a feeling it was. I think they, in some description I read, it's supposed to have a thick hide because whenever someone shoots at it, it's just like, whatever.
Right. Oh, ow.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. I'm scared.
Yeah. So they get up to a manhole, but they can't get it open. I think that Kelly, if he really wanted to live, he would have somehow gotten higher up there.
Yeah, he wasn't trying.
No.
But I like this shot that it's like looking down.
Yep.
You give Madison up top holding his like trying to pull Kelly up, looking down.
Yeah, his reactions seem very authentic too.
Yeah. And then they replay this later in slow-mo. Not as good.
No.
But
it loses some of the effect.
I like he falls down and you just see like like the top half of his torso and head, and you see him get pulled away.
Dragged away. Now the one I watched, as he's getting pulled away, he gets wee. He says when he's getting pulled away.
And mine, you just hear like a burp and a foot comes shooting back out.
Oh. No, excuse me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then because of the alligator who's like lightly tapping the corners of his mouth with the napkin.
Yeah.
Picking his teeth.
Toothpick, yeah.
Yeah. So Madison gets out, but apparently he blacks out and he wakes up in a hospital and he's just like, alligator.
Yeah.
No one believes him.
No one believes him, which is kind of dumb. And also no one seems to notice that Kelly's missing.
Yeah, they acknowledge it, but they're like, it's not that.
It's like not a big deal. They're not like, take me to the exact spot where you last saw him.
Yeah.
Nope. Instead, we're gonna take you to see this doctor.
Yeah, make it feel better. I'm gonna take it to this lizard doctor.
Yeah.
But the
herpetologist.
The reporter just saunters into the hospital room too. It's like, what's going on here, everyone?
Yeah.
He starts asking about I think he's asking about his past again.
Yeah.
Madison's very even-tempered, though. He's just like, we got work to do. I was waiting for him to deck him. I was hoping he would have, but he didn't.
I kind of got a feeling that the journalist knew all about the past already, so I was like, just let it go, pal.
Just being an asshole.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't really get it. But they go to see Marissa, the herpetologist. And she's like getting the venom out of a rattlesnake.
Yes, one of the goofs on IMDb. She says she has some snakes in them, but they're not poisonous, which is inaccurate. Snakes are venomous, not poisonous.
Yep. It's not very good because she's like 22.
Oh, okay. So it's not the writer's fault. People who wrote the movie.
That's right. No. But she doesn't believe him either, because alligators, excuse me, hiccups, don't get that big,
especially in those conditions. She says.
Yeah. Right.
In fact, alligators in captivity would be smaller than normal ones in nature, she says.
That's right. She says, and is wrong.
Yeah.
Her whole life is this job, and she's not good at it.
My life is a lie.
Exactly.
This is why I live with my mother.
The mother. But this is when the journalist goes to the sewer.
Yeah, he's asking the nurse questions, and she's just like spilling her guts.
Yeah,
pre-HIPAA, I guess.
Right. And then another thing, to take his chart.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Here, he left his wallet. Have it.
Yeah.
But I I was happy about the scene.
Yeah. Well, he goes down, and everyone seems to be going pretty much right to the same spot.
Yeah, it's a sweet spot
in the sewer. But who does he see? One of the dogs?
No. He sees a dog being eaten by a bunch of rats.
Yeah, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah. But then he's also taking pictures of a shopping cart with a license plate on it. He's positioning that license plate in different ways, talking to it like a model.
Yeah. I know.
Now,
good
pout for me, license plate.
Yeah, is he a journalist or a photographer?
I guess he's a one-man band.
I guess.
Yeah.
Tells me he's probably from like a free newspaper.
I was assuming this is going to be the kind of movie where like throughout the movie, no one's going to believe him, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I stood corrected. I liked how the in his fear of being eaten alive, he's taking a bunch of pictures.
I like I think this is one of the ones that was a good one too, where he's getting like fully chomped in.
Oh yeah, and also I do like how they actually just used the camera flash, and you can see his face every once in a while, and it was dark otherwise.
Yeah,
but that was a nice touch to the scene.
It's effective.
Yeah. Especially, I guess, that they weren't using their motorized alligator. That's a good replacement.
Yeah.
But so
how do they get the camera?
They find it. It's just reported. It's found in a sewer grate, and it's brought back to the police department, and they develop the pictures.
Okay, so they see the giant gator.
They see the giant gator, and then the chief's just like, "Oh, well, wicked tons of sorry.
Sorry about that, Madison."
Yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I have less hair than you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, we made no effort to find Kelly.
Yeah, you forgotten about. No mourning, no funerals or wakes.
Nothing at all.
Yep.
I mean, Madison doesn't even seem that hurt about it after
yeah, I mean, he had the one like nightmare, I think, and then he was done.
Yeah,
got out of the system.
Yep.
Yeah, but now they just mobilize everyone.
Yeah, but Marissa's off with Madison. They're like together now.
Well, they will be. Yeah, they start to like they're like, this is where they bring in the SWAT teams, and I don't know if it was I've seen brown SWAT team uniforms before somewhere that look like UPS outfits.
Mm-hmm.
It's a weird choice, I think.
Yeah,
I know it was 1980, but
they're all wearing stuff appropriate for the water. At least I was happy about that.
Boots, you mean?
They're like waiters and stuff. They all have like suspenders with the rubber pants.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that they got that part right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even
I'm saying a lot of movies we watched recently wouldn't have gotten that much right. It would have been like, we can't possibly afford this.
Yeah.
Just wear your jeans.
Put on these flip-flops.
Yeah.
All right.
Exactly.
But yeah, so they seem to quickly figure out that they are going to have this plan where they try to like force it into like one area where they can shoot it to death by having a bunch of SWAT team members hitting pots and pans together.
Is that this part? Yeah. Okay.
I think so. They because they know it's still in the sewer at this point, and they figure out like if we do this, it's going to have to come out at this particular point, and we can get it.
Okay. Yeah.
But it doesn't. It outsmarts them somehow. So you get about 3 minutes of people just making noise in sewers.
Yeah.
And then
there's a good shot though of the alligator like basically rolling his eyes at them.
Yeah, it's like,
come on.
I'm mutated, people.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I should just kill you all right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the plan is foiled, but Marissa does come along and apologizes and becomes friendly. But I do like once they realize they're not going to get the alligator, the police he's just like, let's get out of here. They just leave because they don't want to deal with the reporters.
Yeah.
Everyone else is still there working. Like, we got to get out of here. And I like too, they're driving along and they turn a corner where some kids are playing baseball. And all he does is he puts the light on top of the car to signify that you need to move.
Yeah.
And even then they're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But this part,
he's
gonna crash. He's gonna crash in a second. But this part, when the alligator he burst through the sidewalk, it looked like a Peter Gabriel music video.
When the alligator came through,
it looked weird, like in a good way, but it just looked very like surreal to me.
Yeah,
I mean, it was pretty well done for what they had, but it just looked very strange.
I liked it.
Oh no, it's
but hold on, is this? Yeah, okay, yeah, this is right. Yeah,
this is where the chaos really starts. Do you have extensive notes you're checking?
No, I'm just thinking of the time frame. So they have the scene with everybody selling alligator stuff, like the city's in like alligator.
That's coming up. That hasn't happened
mania.
quite yet. That's happening soon.
Okay.
This is the first when the alligator breaks out, and it's just in the city now.
Right. Okay. So, what's the kid's name? Tommy.
The kid who gets the knife.
Yeah.
I think so. I didn't make a note of that.
It's Joey. It's Joey.
Joey.
So, right. So the cops are at the corner, and he doesn't get out of the way, so he just like crashes and explodes.
I know that was super weird. That would anyway. Again, like not real life stuff, but the cop is fine. I'm not surprised about.
Kind of. So yeah. So
for a moment.
So the alligator's bursting through like the sidewalk, and everyone's kind of freaking out. The cop would have been better off just staying in the car. He like falls. He pulls himself out the window directly into the path of the alligator.
I think he had because the car was on fire, so he didn't have a choice. And he couldn't get it open.
I guess.
He also forgot that he had a gun.
Yeah, he just like falls like directly in his mouth.
Yeah,
like pretty much.
It wasn't a very graceful exit from the car.
Hey, can we talk about when Joey goes running to his house and his mother's just on the phone drinking beer? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And he's just like an alligator. Ah, you're crazy.
Yeah, kids. You're not even mine.
Just grabs a giant knife and runs back out, and she's like, "Hey."
Just doesn't really try hard to stop him.
Not at all. Yeah.
Kids, what are you gonna do, huh?
Can't beat him.
No, you can.
I'm sure that kid was beaten. Oh. Jesus Christ.
Well, look at this. Do you see his hair?
Yeah.
Not a good hairdo. So by the time the kid gets back down, it's just like it's weird. Every time like there's alligator chaos, like 2 seconds later, everyone's there, like ambulances are like already putting dead bodies in the backs and everything.
Yeah.
Not protocol. It's a crime scene.
Right.
But yeah, so that I think then they the next day they assume it's going to try to find water to rest because they have the expert there, and so I don't know if it's supposed to be a lake wherever they are. This is where we find out that Madison is not in charge anymore. He's been replaced by a big game hunter.
Look at my name for the evening.
Colonel Brock. That's you. Yeah. Tagging alligator's feet first. I didn't even notice that.
It's my motto.
That's accurate. But this is by
Henry
Silva, who I know I've mentioned before. To me, his face is somewhat cat-like, I think.
Yeah, I would say that's accurate.
Picture him with some cat ears and some whiskers.
Yeah, he's been in a movie that we covered already.
Which one?
He was in what movie did we do? The Italian Connection.
We didn't do that.
No, what's the other one we did?
Caliber 9?
Oh, then maybe he's not.
I think at one point you were, then you changed your mind. We talked about him.
Shoot, yeah.
So this is his first appearance.
You're right.
Thanks to me.
Yeah, good job.
You're welcome, Henry Silva, wherever you are. But yeah, so Madison's distraught. He just leaves the scene. And people are selling knickknacks and all that stuff. And then one guy has a baby alligator in a shoebox. He's trying to sell him for $20.
Yeah, I don't know.
Madison's like, arrest him for something. I don't know. Make something up.
Endangered species.
Yeah. Could be true.
Maybe. Come on.
Maybe. But still, I think just selling an alligator in Chicago or Missouri is probably not legal on the street.
People used to buy alligators all the time. That was like a big thing.
Well, you could buy anything from a catalog, a Sears and Roebuck catalog back in the day, right?
No, back in the days when it was easy to get monkeys.
Monkeys, lions.
Yep.
Weird.
It was a weird time.
But I like the tactic is they just have boats and just throwing grenades in the water. That's a tactic.
Now, I don't know when this scene is. I want to make sure we're not missing it. The scene where it's just bodies flying back and forth for like a minute.
Oh no, that's the wedding reception.
Oh
we're not there yet.
Good, I can't wait for that because that's delightful.
Yes.
This is where they're in the boats.
the both of them, but it's more so that we've established a new man in charge to get this thing.
Yeah.
And he has like the quick interview where he's kind of horny with the newscaster.
Yeah. Yes, he is.
It's uncomfortable. He's like making the mating sounds, and he's very into it. And I think a couple times, like, "Oh, you're a very pretty woman," to whoever he's talking to.
Yeah, he's creepy.
He said it to Chief Clark at one point. "Oh, Chief Clark, you're a very pretty woman, Chief Clark."
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Colonel.
Only person with an eyebrow perm.
So they're in the boat just opening fire at it.
Yeah, it's crazy. And now the alligator he gets into a swimming pool because it's kind of like a protocol scene. They're like it's from like searches and stuff. So they show the which I think you would have liked was the I don't know if it was a birthday party at someone's house or like a costume party, and two kids gonna make a third kid walk a plank, which is the diving board to a swimming pool.
Yeah. Now I was wondering, and I this is a real question. I don't know if you know the answer. Probably not, because why would you? But could an alligator sit in chlorinated water like that? All I could think of was, oof, that eye must be stinging.
Yeah, I mean it's also mutated at this point, so maybe it has a resistance to such things, possibly.
Maybe.
And maybe the pool, it was diluted from. It didn't look like it was in use. There was like leaves in there and stuff.
Like a freshwater pool at this point.
Maybe, who knows? Maybe. And then it was gross enough for the kid had to get tossed in there, and then he get eaten by an alligator on top of that.
I like that the kid's like peeking through his little.
Oh my god, that makes it so much worse. He knows what's coming.
What is that? Like the bandana that's around his eyes.
Yeah.
It is.
Was he a willing participant in this, by the way?
It seemed like it up to the point where he saw an alligator in the pool and started screaming no, and they pushed him anyways.
Yeah. Well, I think regardless, that's what older kids are going to do to younger kids. Whatever.
I love it. It's just immediate blood red.
Yeah. Now, I know that there's that book that is supposed to be coming soon about child deaths in movies. I'm curious if this is going to be included.
It better be. I would imagine so.
It's a nice one.
It's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. So that's the next. That was a quick little scene too. There's like no recall to that. Oh, a child was killed. We got to up our game.
Nope.
Yeah, because I think after this I think there was some relationship development between Madison and the doctor.
Yeah, we have a sex scene.
Oh, I think a post more of a post-coital. Right, and he talks about his past, what really happened.
Yeah, but then they go out for breakfast, and he's like an asshole.
It's weird, but it doesn't even seem like he's much of an asshole. He's like slightly dismissive, and she's like, whatever, and she leaves.
Yeah, but I think the whole thing was weird.
Yeah, I think she's like two cops come in because we can't forget they went back to the chem lab and they're asking more questions, and Slade makes a call and gets Madison fired because he's asking too many questions.
Yeah.
Because the mayor is kind of, and he was at the lake bombing, and so the mayor's kind of involved too.
This is when the chief's like, I'm sorry, Madison, my hands are tied.
Not even really. He doesn't seem too sympathetic, or he doesn't seem to feel too bad about it. He's like, you're done. I told you so. I told you not to do it.
I told you not to be a cop.
Yeah. If you excuse me, I'm going to have to go sharpen my mustache now.
Yeah.
But I like how, you figure if you're let go from your job as a police officer, they're going to make sure that you leave immediately. You hand in your weapons, your badge, probably escorted out.
Nope.
No, you could just, I got the keys to the evidence room and grab some dynamite and the fake bomb and then be on my way.
Maybe a little of this coke over in the corner. Hey, a gun.
Yeah. Free for all. He should have just done like the classic arm across the shelf and swept it all into his backpack.
Yep.
So yeah, these out of there. I think that's before that happens, and then the intimacy and the diner fight.
The intimacy.
That's right. Because I think he sees two cops and they're like, "Oh, sorry about what happened," and she's like, "I can sympathize." And I think basically he's like, "No, you can't." And she's like, "I'm paying for my meal and getting out of here."
And she's like, "Oh, fine then."
Yeah. Very strange.
Yeah. I didn't really quite get it.
Yeah.
But now there's a wedding getting planned now.
Well, that's coming up very soon. They make up because then they're going to work as a team now. He goes to her house and like is friendly with her weird mother.
Yeah.
And now they're back on the same page. But yeah, we do have now. When you say weird wedding, weird in what way to you? Because I have a note about what I found weird about the wedding.
Weird wedding? Did I say weird wedding?
I thought I did. Maybe I misheard you.
I don't think
Well, I'll tell you what I thought was weird about this wedding reception, if I may.
I mean, it is a little odd, but go ahead.
I mean, okay. So the Slade's daughter has been married to the chemist guy.
Yeah.
And this is seems very upscale. I'm sure he's very rich.
Yes.
Did you find it odd that he was barbecuing steaks himself
at
his daughter's wedding?
Yeah, a little bit.
And what's even weirder, he's telling stories and the mayor is listening and repeating the ends of his sentences, which annoys him. He has to stop and look at him like, why are you repeating what I'm saying? Anyways, and then the mayor does it again.
He's hitting on like a younger woman by trying to like tell her this story.
It was just so weird.
But the mayor keeps interrupting.
Yeah.
Again, it's a comic relief.
But it's just like a weird comic relief. It's very unexpected. It's not a Malcolm.
Yeah.
But it was like who thought to put that in there, you know?
Yeah, very strange.
Like, and someone's like, he has to be barbecuing these steaks. Well done.
I don't know.
I guess it's like Slade's just like a hands-on, like I built this business with my hands. I'm gonna cook the steaks. That's my daughter's wedding reception.
Right.
But we have the gator appears again from behind the bushes. Now this is the chaos scene.
Now,
wait a second. Hang on 1 second. We got ahead of ourselves a bunch. Because I have a body count list in the order. Apologies to the listeners. We have to go back to Colonel Brock. He hires a few street kids who he's somewhat racist to, unfortunately.
A little bit.
With his references.
Yeah.
But he gets some intel on where it was last possibly heard. It was down an alley. And they make it seem like the alligator is sentient by luring them back with its shadow around the corner.
Yeah, it doesn't really make any sense that you see the shadow and then they see it. It's quickly hidden itself in the trash.
No trash sounds. It's just there.
Yeah.
And so the one person who's actually possibly capable of killing this thing is eaten immediately.
It's a great eating though.
Oh yeah, because at first, I think it was another IMDb goof the way they mentioned he was laying sideways in his mouth. So he's bitten across the waist and torso. Yeah. And the alligator, you have to picture that part like threw him in the air and then caught him feet first in his mouth, maybe to get him in there.
Yes.
And he's getting swallowed whole. That's a very unpleasant way to go.
Now there's a character in the movie, Ramon, which is funny because the alligator's name is Ramon.
Yes.
Ramon the alligator hunter.
Kane Hodder.
Played by Kane Hodder.
Yeah. Uncredited though.
But who the fuck is Ramon the alligator hunter?
Have to go back and look real close, I guess. Maybe he was in like one of the scenes in like the background.
Yeah, okay. I don't know. I was hoping you might have be like, hey, it was this guy.
In this instance, I think our friend Kevin is somewhat friendly with Kane Hodder. Ask him to ask.
Right.
Yeah. None of that Friday the 13th business. We want to know about your uncredited role in Alligator, the Ramon the Alligator Hunter, please.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see if we can get any info on that. But then after that, we have more cops throwing grenades and shooting. They found it in a canal, I think.
Yeah.
They're trying to shoot at, but the alligator, again, has knowledge of defeating people in boats. It causes them to jump off its back. I do like someone pulled a grenade pin, and so 3 guys go flying out, but the one guy who stays in the boat, it goes ashore and it's mixed in with the rest of the grenades and just explodes, which is nice.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have one cop, he's swimming away and he just gets pulled under and it's like bloop, and he's just gone. And the next one's not a confirmed death per se, because it's the other SWAT team guy who's like, get me out of here, to the other boat. Yeah. And it's like a tug of war and he comes up with no legs below the knees.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, and I guess he must have sucked all the blood out because they were not bleeding when he pulled up.
He's the one he fell off the boat.
Now here's an interesting theory. It seemed like a real person they pulled out. Do you think they got like a double amputee? And do you think it's the gentleman who played Mr. No Legs? Now, was he Did
I
he
don't
have?
think it was him.
Did he have less? Was he up higher on
I
the
don't
missing
know.
legs scale?
This guy wasn't jacked. So I don't
Did-
think it was him.
Yeah, he would have pulled himself out without
Yeah.
the assistance of anyone
He
else.
would have tried to karate
He
chop.
would have. He would have fought. He would have drowned the alligator.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably.
He
All
would
right.
have just flipped it out of the water.
Yeah, it's not Mr. No Legs. Wishful thinking on my part.
But yeah, it wasn't like they green screened the legs out. So I don't know.
Yeah, because it looked like a real person.
Yeah.
Maybe they actually just cut his legs off. They'll grow back.
Maybe.
Promise.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right. I'm
But
trusting
now-
you.
Yes. Now we can get back to the wedding reception because now we're caught up.
Oh, this wedding. Is
Yeah,
just-
so you have I put a female server. She's the first to go. Now, actually, there was a video on YouTube. Someone compiled all the deaths. Make sure I didn't miss any confirmed deaths.
nice.
So you have the female server. She's the first to go. And then
Yeah.
the next one is it's the chemist, Slade's son-in-law, the Dick.
Yep.
He's next. I find it funny how the bride gets knocked into the pool and no one's bothering to help her get out.
Hey man, they're busy.
There's a lot of that tail is just knocking people around, flipping, and one guy goes through the wedding cake, which is nice.
It's a montage of people flying through the air.
Yes, it's very
And
nice. It was
I was
fun.
laughing out loud because it goes on longer than you think it's gonna.
Oh yeah,
I loved it. Yeah.
almost like the Family Guy levels of beating a
Yeah.
dead horse.
It's just like there's a lot of trampolines going on right now.
Well, someone's like, "Well, we found a bunch of trampolines in this house we rented for the scene. Bring
Yeah.
them out."
Yep.
But then we get the mayor gets it next. Slade gets in his car. They don't drive away. Why wouldn't they drive away?
I don't know. He's just like there. And he locks the door.
Yes, the mayor's stuck
'Cause
out.
the answer the alligator can't open the door.
I guess, but the mayor he had plenty of time to just run. Everyone else was running away.
Well, he's convinced that Slade's gonna let him in the car.
I guess so.
Like
He's a dummy.
he's like, let me in. And Slade's looking at him like, nope,
Yeah,
my car.
but so he gets chomped up a bit and he's dead. And then the alligator somehow destroys.
It's
the
great.
car.
He has him in his mouth and he's slamming him against the window.
Yeah, and Slade just like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But then the alligator's tail comes smashing down and smashes the windshield
repeatedly.
of the car.
You get the limo driver and Slade just get crushed to death in the car. I mean, Slade he could have just gone out the other side of the car to the other back door.
He could have made any attempt whatsoever to save his life.
Yeah, instead he's just yelling at the guy to drive.
Yeah.
So they'll get killed.
Yep.
And then Madison and what's her name? Marissa. They show up. They get entry, but again, they get there. This is like moments later, and this Artie ambulance is there again, putting dead bodies in the back already.
There are, even though the guy at the gate doesn't even want to let them in.
That's right. He has no idea that this has happened.
Yeah. So I guess they came
Continuity.
in another entrance. I don't
guess so. The calm entrance.
know. I don't know.
But they determine where it's going to go next. They think it's going to go back to its lair because I guess that's alligator behavior.
Yeah.
And so their plan now is they know where to go. They've discovered. I think they had discovered a little earlier where its actual nest was.
Wait, no, they follow it and they see that it went back into the sewer.
Right, but they already determined where they needed to be to set their trap.
Yeah,
because that's when they were looking around and she found, like, I guess alligator behavior is to like leave food for yourself for later where you're in your home. And that's what that dog carcass that scared her.
Right. Yeah, you're correct.
Yeah. So they get back there and also he knows that there's methane down there too. So he lures it to a methane area.
Yes.
Yeah. He's trying to set it's taken an awful long time to set that quote unquote bomb up.
Well, it was a radio. He was trying to figure out how to turn it into a bomb quick.
To make sure it wasn't going to go to snooze.
That's right.
So yeah, he finally gets it. He gets a tail whack. He's okay, but he gets up to the little tension here. He's supposed to climb up the manhole where she's going to meet him, but a car has stopped on it because it's waiting for a trash truck.
Yeah, he tells her where he's going to be coming out.
Yep.
Race there and make sure that I can get out.
Yep.
And she's a little bit late apparently, and this old lady's pulled up on top of it.
Mm-hmm. It's nice tension.
clueless though. So yeah, so he sets the timer on the thing, and the alligator's trying to get him, but the bomb's down below. But
Not
he's
really
going to be
trying very hard. It's just like yelling at him.
well, he's going to be stuck though.
Yeah, with the
in the-
explosion.
yeah. But he's pushing on it and yelling, and there's like a trash guy that's taking forever. That's holding up traffic.
He got some nerve doing his job.
Yeah. But then she shows up, Marissa shows up, and she's trying to get this lady to move, and she's like, "What are you talking about? No, like, I'm not gonna move." I like that she was just like, "Fuck you," like shoved her over.
Yeah, just took control of the car.
Yeah, and it was like a back and forth at the times. It was like 5 seconds.
Yeah,
4 seconds.
They built it up well.
Yeah.
They barely make it out.
He makes it.
He does make it. Oh, thanks. I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
It's
good explosion.
And a good explosion. I also read that Bryan Cranston was part of the special effects team for the explosion. Which is
Kind of interesting. Yeah. He was for the he rigged the alligator guts.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah.
Probably just a bunch of hot dogs, I guess.
Yeah, probably. That makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah.
You also notice, I think it was the scene in the background, some graffiti on the sewer walls.
I saw some.
Harry Lime lives.
Yeah. So is that from the Third Man?
Supposedly, yeah.
I didn't look it up, but I know Harry Lime's from the Third Man.
Yeah, I don't know if it was there or if they put it there.
Well, so it makes sense. Have you ever seen the Third Man?
I have not yet. I've read it.
Oh, okay. The Third Man is a fantastic movie. And the character of Harry Lime runs through the sewers, is getting chased through the sewers.
Right. That makes sense then.
Makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Weird to have in this, but
yeah, it's a nice little fun reference if you get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's Exploded's dead. They look down the manhole and it gets covered up. And then what do we have? Camera trails to a little pipe leading in, and another baby alligator appears.
Yeah.
The cycle starts anew.
Although there's no mutant dogs to eat, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess so.
There's plenty tons of little alligators in there.
Slade's dead. Yeah, and anyone nefarious, I guess, has passed.
Dead. Yeah.
So it's a meaningless ending.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It was meant to be ominous, but don't worry about it.
I didn't think about all of what you just said, so it ruined it for me.
Thank you.
Knocking 5 points off my score.
That's all right.
So I wanted to mention too. Actually, I wanted to mention when they're leaving the wedding scene massacre, and the police chief's there. They're like, "Madison, I need you," even though he's the one who gave him the boot. But that was funny.
He says like no.
Yeah. Screw you, guy.
Which is great.
Yeah. There's also I don't know if you read that there was a tabletop board game that came out in 1980.
There was. You can find it on eBay for pretty cheap, but it's pretty much just the alligators left. There's a commercial for it on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's one of those where you just have to like put crap in its mouth and then eventually it snaps.
I got timing wise.
Yeah, like don't be the one that gets caught, basically.
Yeah, that's a little different from the movie. A little.
No, you don't remember the scene of the movie where they were just feeding it?
Yeah, feeding it like barrels and boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, until it closes its mouth.
Yeah.
I don't.
Exactly. Director's cut, baby.
Oh, okay. Criterion, eh?
Yeah, that's right.
You gonna rate this?
Absolutely. So yeah, hadn't seen it. Probably wouldn't have seen it. I don't.
You're welcome.
On my own. I definitely influenced by Jaws, I would say.
Yeah.
I thought Robert Forster and Robin Riker were actually pretty good. I don't know Robert Forster from a ton of things. I know he was in Jackie Brown.
That's what I know him from too. Yeah.
Yeah, and Robin Riker, I don't know from much else, but she was good. I like Chief. I like Henry Silva, so it's fun seeing him show up as kind of an asshole.
Yes, the
Um,
pervy one.
it had some decent kills. Like,
It was weird. It almost seemed like it could have been a made-for-TV movie if it wasn't swearing and like some severed limbs.
yeah, and a little nudity. Yeah.
Yes, a slight boob.
Yeah, yeah, but when someone would get chopped, it was kind of ugh, for like a second. Which
Were
I
you getting upset about it?
yes, I was just slapping my coffee table. No, I mean, I obviously enjoy any kind of gore. So I like that legs were getting ripped off. I actually was super happy to see the dude at the beginning from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. I was like, hey, it's that guy.
Yeah.
It was nice to see him in something else that I don't know if I've ever seen him in much else. That and Barney Miller. But so the cast is pretty good. The effects were fine generally. I mean, there are some scenes with the miniatures with the real alligator
Yeah,
that are
was a little
kind
silly.
of not good. But they didn't rely on that too much. It was just a lot of close-ups of an alligator.
Yeah, I think they knew what they were doing, and they didn't overdo it.
Yeah, I agree, and it helps. You know, a lot of movies wouldn't have restrained themselves so much.
Are we recording like this now? By the way,
What are we doing?
side profile?
I'm leaning.
Oh,
I'm just leaning. I liked it way more than I thought I was going to. I'm sure it's considered very cheesy. I know Ebert hated it.
yeah.
I enjoyed it way more than I thought I
I
would.
feel like it had 84% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think.
Yeah. So I might watch it again sometime. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it a 7.
Ho ho! Look at you, throwing up the God number.
Yep.
Good for you. I don't think I can really add to what you said. That's at the start of the show that it met my expectations and more. Really, I didn't have high expectations going in, even though I saw the trailer and it's like, oh, this could be fun.
It's
and it
tight
really was
too. It's not
It
like a lot of
is.
waste. There's not a lot of waste, which is rare.
I think, and like with Robert Forster, he was like snappy dialogue, and he was always like on the go and everything. He wasn't taking it too seriously. He seemed like he was having fun with it. But I think everyone did, and you really can't beat the casting of Michael Gazzo as the chief. Like you said,
he's perfect.
I mean, I need to see if he was in anything else in the 70s or early 80s that would fit this program, because I want more Michael Gazzo. As long as he's a police chief.
He's in a ton of things. I don't know if it's anything that fits this or not.
It was on my own. I'll just have a Gazzo marathon.
Yeah,
the Gaz. Let's call him the Gaz from now on. How about that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. No, it was good kills. I mean, ridiculous in a really fun way.
Oh yeah, it's like it's silly, but it takes itself seriously when it needs to. It is goofy when it can be.
Yeah,
and
which is often.
Yeah, I kind of appreciated that.
Yeah. So I'm going 6 on this one myself, but I feel like I'd watch it down the road again.
Yeah.
So there we have it. We make a 13 this time. Baker's dozen, everyone.
Hey, that's good.
What's in store for next time?
Let's see.
Sounds sad about it.
What is it? What is in store for next time? I
picked
it
at the start of the show.
I had picked a couple of movies, and then changed it a couple of times. But we're gonna do Class of 1984.
I have not seen that yet, so another
me either. Me either.
Was it filmed in 1984 by chance, or
1982?
All right.
Michael J. Fox joint.
Is it like a dystopian high school movie?
Yeah, kind of. It's like Roddy McDowell as like a pissed off teacher, and the kids are out of control, and hoodlums taking over.
Okay.
Yeah.
There'll be some fighting and some cussing.
Oh, certainly.
Oh, good. All right.
Oh, they'll be cussing. Absolutely.
All right. Yep. That's next week. So keep out of those sewers, those Missouri sewers, everyone. Be careful out there.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Very serious. If you want to see Michael Gazzo, he's in a movie called Border Cop playing Chico Suarez.
Yeah, I do.